What? Engineering Whack-A-Mole is continuing in the Vintergatan workshop. This week, I really would like to make a marble test on the main channel, including the hi-hat. Maybe even play 100,000 marbles or so. To reach there, I need to whack some mechanical moles to make sure that the marble test is really ready. Let's start whacking some moles. This pipe here is secured by one single set screw. Over here it's only a press fit. So you can see how that single set screw very predictably have made a crack in the pipe. So this I'm going to fix now. Tim Keller made a really nice design change for the funnels for how these set screws clamp in the pipes. I had two set screws clamping straight in towards the center of the pipe. Tim moved them out to the edge. So here's the difference. When the set screw clamps on the pipe here, there is no material to resist the clamping force and the pipe cracks. If you move the set screws out to the sides, you have the side walls of the pipes resisting this clamping force for a much better pressure fit. So that's what I'm gonna do. The surface of this part is hardened steel from the laser cut. I'm being very careful here to chamfer the edge with the Dremel to remove the hard surface both on top and inside before trying to tap these holes. In the beginning I broke a lot of taps. It was a perfect storm between me being a beginner and this hardened laser cut surface. I'm gonna remove all that. I drilled and tapped 4 threads, 2 for each connection point. Let's clamp this down. That is really solid. Great. Okay, let's try the pipe. No. What happens here? The marbles are hitting the top edge of the pipe and won't enter. And I just realized that I didn't put these screws back, which will put the plywood in better position. Let's try that first. Oh, wow. That's a good sign. They rolled through right away. It's not perfect though. There is some resistance in the entrance there. It looks like the marble is touching up in the left corner there. So this change isn't actually too surprising. We pushed the pipe down with this screw that we just put in that wasn't there before. I'll just create some more room down here with a light sanding. Smooth. This is the divide by 4, and if we zoom up, something is going on here. You can see there's much fewer marbles on channel 1, a little bit less on channel 2, and full on 3, 4. So this is building up over time, in the end reducing the efficiency of the fish stair to 50%, only lifting 2 marbles instead of 4 for every step. So the reason it's happening is that this swing, it swings so early, so only marbles go into this pipe here. That was 3. What I saw is that there was actually difficult for the fourth marble to enter. So when the swing was swinging, the fourth marble was kind of stuck sometimes, which resulted in, as you can see, a deficit on the first channel. So I'll try to open up this entrance a little bit and then run another test. This little mini mill is God's gift to the makers. This can solve any problem you have, material and emotional. I've equalized the number of marbles on all 4 channels, so let's try again and see if this stays the same over time. The goal is that the swing will only swing when there's 4 marbles and all 4 marbles enter every time. Not perfect. Almost 0 marbles in channel 1, we have not solved this problem yet. I saw several times the swing swinging with only 3 marbles, so time to increase the counterweight. Here's the counterweight system, it's adjustable by how much you put on it here. And I'm going to add a washer stack. I knew that was the missing piece. Let's try that. Ooh, I wasn't sure it was gonna flip the swing. It looks, did you see how it was hesitating and then going? This might be the perfect setting. So I've equaled the number of marbles in each pipe. Let's try again and see if it works now. We still have some differences, but there's also some differences in the picking up, which will also result like this. In the spirit of science, I'm going to add more counterweight until the swing doesn't flip. Let's try. Okay, it's not flipping. I added 2 nuts, so let's remove 1. Okay, so it actually flips with 1 extra nut, so that's great. Channel balance is even again. Let's try one more time. Oh, there. You saw the pickup? The pickup missed. For all this to work, the pickup and the divide by 4 need to work, both of them. So we're gonna pause this and turn our attention over here, because there's an issue here that I've seen before that I want to fix. Plus here you can see this should be a marble. So we do have an issue with the pickup. Okay, so if you see that this one is lifted up, it's actually clamped by the marble. I've been hearing this sound. I wanna make this shorter. Let's see if we can provoke it so you can see it in action. There. And this one missed. This one missed. So let's begin with bringing this to the workbench. Let's remove this part. Perfect. Let's try again. Okay, so we don't have that problem anymore. Good. But I saw one missing pickup. So check this out. When I push this cube back, there, see. This channel is not rolling at all times. I think there's 2 things happening. I think there's dirt inside the pipe, the metal shards I made earlier. I'm gonna clean them. Plus the second thing is that I've been using this. This is my magnetic marble picker. So when I'm using this, and not running the marbles through the demagnetizer wheel, these marbles are now pretty magnetic and gluey and doesn't roll correctly in the pipes. So I'm gonna remove all these marbles and run everything through the demag wheel. I'm going to play the snare drum for a while, just to loop all the marbles past the demagnetizer and demagnetize them. Pipes are clean, marbles are demagnetized. I'm lowering this position a little bit, which will increase angle, increase pressure, but give this a little bit less time to pick up. Just want to slide it down ever so slightly. I ran the machine for really long actually, and the marble count stayed perfect for a long time. So I will consider this and this done. I have sometimes discovered marbles on the floor in the tests without knowing where they come from. And sometimes there's a marble falling into the demagnetizer wheel. And I want to make sure that there's no marble jumping out of the fishtail intro. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to build a cardboard box underneath. If there is a marble that jumps out here in the big test on Wednesday, the marble will be captured by this cardboard box and we will know exactly where it came from. It won't look pretty, but it's for science. Okay, the box is on and something strange happened. I went to move the crank and the absolute first thing that happened was one marble escaping and lying next to the side of the box. I've been having ghost marbles on the floor the whole day. Maybe it is here the ghost marbles are coming from. So if a marble escapes this way, it will be captured by the box there. There, look at that. Something is very wrong now. The marbles are hardly entering the fishtail all of a sudden. I'm so confused right now. Can it be this super strong magnet actually magnetizing this iron bar? Yeah, that's it. Look, this marble is stuck right by the bar. If I remove this magnet and these marbles starts to roll, we have our answer. Yeah, yes. I'm gonna tape this on instead. That was it. Tape is better than magnets. Now we know. Before I had this box under, I taped these walls on the lowest step on. I was suspecting that the marbles were escaping here. I'm gonna take them off now so I know for sure. Because if there's no marbles in the box, these walls are not needed. My plan for this video just changed drastically. I am contemplating ripping the Divide by 4 and the pipes completely off the Marble Machine X. For a long time I've been thinking about a simpler solution for how to feed the marbles into the fish stair. It's just an open tray basically and not over constraining the marbles. It's the same evolution I made on the intro of the conveyor belt, where I realized that the over constraining of the marble is just an idea I had from the beginning, that it would be really beautiful, they will go in time with the music, yada 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 yada. We actually only need a fish stair to lift the marbles. I actually don't care if it's messy when they pick them up. So what really makes me stop that in my tracks now and think I have to really think about this is the fact that sure, I can tweak this. It has worked great.
any setting that I have to tweak to an exact value for it to function perfectly over 100,000 marbles is a vulnerability. It's fragile. And then what happens if I all of a sudden want to play a super fast song? I never really tried to play super fast. Then the intro setting here might be even more fragile. The other idea that I've been contemplating for quite a while is an idea that is much stupider. It's much simpler, it's not over-constraining. The divide by 4 is also making quite a harsh sound. It's very, very apparent in the vibraphone microphones. I'm just like, okay, maybe it's time for me to actually put my money where my mouth is and start to sacrifice aesthetics for functionality, because I need to get over this project. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but for all of our sake, it's time we move on. I had like one more mold to fix with the conveyor belt out drop, but now I'm thinking that I'm gonna spend tomorrow, instead of doing this simpler fishtail design. Maybe there's not even gonna be a marble test this week, because I just have to fix this. Otherwise, I will just be standing here trying to record some song when I actually got into the part where I'm making music with the Marble Machine X, and the fishtail intro will give me hell. I'd rather have a music instrument than an almost functioning, cool Rube Goldberg machine that is like failing all the time. So total change of plans for this video. So strange ending for you all, but that's how it is on Wintergatan 2. You never know when the next mole comes up.